Well, we're finally back. You see me in the background with a new family-style movie review.
Yeah.
And what did we see, Herb?
What did we see? We saw the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yes, and some people I saw...
You know, the American adaptation.
Adaptation.
You know, David Fincher, known for like Seven and Fight Club and all those.
Panic Room and
great
Social
films,
Network.
You know? Yeah.
And he brought back Trent Reznor and the other guy to do the music in this, too, do the score.
He actually
Lulu.
did a lot of videos, music videos.
He did.
It turns out that the guy that I work with at an advertising agency hired him to do one of his videos. And he actually said he was a really cool guy. So
that's
that was
cool.
kind of neat.
I like the reference too. There was this guy wearing a Nine Inch Nails shirt, which, you know, that would make sense.
That was a cool idea.
Yeah, that
one
would
of the
be a
sort
little
of
Easter egg
offbeat
there.
side characters.
Yeah.
Had a 9
He looked a little bit... I don't think it was him, but he looked like that director, Del Toro, didn't
He
he?
did look a little like Del Toro.
Yeah, you got a bit of a... I'm going to dim the light a bit so I can see Lulu better. Yeah. So what basically with the movie though, none of us have seen the original series.
Well, I have to say, I didn't realize that it was actually Scandinavian or Swedish. As I really liked Let the Right One In. So
I didn't like the remake.
I didn't like the remake.
I really didn't.
I like that eat some now, save some for later.
Yeah, that part.
That was about it.
I would have watched them all, and now I will watch them all. So.
But basically the movie though is about
The premise of it is pretty much, the girl with the dragon tattoo is basically a young sort of, what does she do? She
Nancy Drew.
Yeah, she's sort of like solved mysteries
she's
about,
a funky pierced Nancy Drew.
Yeah, she's real alternative and out there, and wears a lot of leather and all that.
But Daniel Craig's character.
I like Daniel Craig.
And it's funny. It's like at first I didn't think I liked Daniel Craig much, years ago. But he's grown on me. I like him a lot now.
Yeah, but
like Cowboys and Aliens.
We were talking about that. He's not a mainstream. He was with 007.
But other than that, no.
Funky independent movies where he was in love with an old woman. I mean, look him up. He's done some cool stuff.
But the movie though is about this old family that lives on an island, and Daniel Craig's character is brought in the midst of a scandal going on that he lied about this person. So basically, he's
a writer.
He's a writer for a kind of a failing magazine.
Right. And the patriarch is a great character. He's a plumber. I mean, if he was Dr. Parnassus. He was in Beginners recently. He's an old character actor that is finally.
Sound of Music.
Yeah, Sound of Music. I think he's getting his due. I mean, and his daughter is Amanda Plummer.
Yeah, we met her at Chiller.
We met her. I have a signed thing from her. I love her.
I know.
She was Ellen James in The World According to Garth.
She was also the mother in Freeway. I don't know if you remember that movie.
She was in Freeway. She was in a bunch of things.
A lot of stuff.
Stephen King movie, remember?
Apartment Zero, or was that apartment movie? Apartment Complex movie?
Yeah.
But the movie, though, was he basically goes to this to try and investigate... Lulu, be quiet.
He goes 4 hours by train out to this desolate area to go to this island that this guy sort of owns all these different properties there, and the family has lost connections between each other, even though they're all living on the same area.
This one doesn't speak to this one.
Yeah,
this one doesn't
they all have different houses all over the place.
Pretty awkward.
But basically, he goes there to try and investigate this girl, his daughter. It was his daughter, right?
That wasn't it.
It was his daughter. It wasn't his daughter, was it? Lulu. Shh.
Who goes where to investigate what?
But he goes to the place to investigate the missing girl.
He's called in. Well, you don't really want to talk too much about who was who. And
you don't want to say too. You don't want to say too much.
Basically, throughout it, he gets to know all these other family members.
It's a family mystery.
Pieces things together with the help of the girl with the dragon tattoo.
He's trying to figure out what happened to her and all these different things.
Right.
And you can't really say too much about it. It's one of those movies. If you said too much, people are like, "You spoiled it. You ruined it. You destroyed it."
I'll be the first to
like
say
that. People have said that to me before.
It has a really a slow opening part to it. But
I didn't think it was slow at all.
Yeah, but I like things like Drive that throw you right into the action of everything.
It takes a little while.
It's long.
20-30 minutes in, you'll get
There's no doubt about that.
It's worth it to
The thing is, though, with me, with long movies, sometimes I really like long movies when they're really interesting. And this was almost 3 hours, and I thought it was interesting.
Don't you just? I can't understand why these people get up to go to the bathroom and.
Can't they stay still for go beforehand?
No, they
the
have
whole theater has
restless legs.
Men, women,
And the one guy got up during the nude sex scene, one of the nude sex scenes, and then I saw him looking back,
he's
there,
like,
and then he's like, "Whoops,
yeah,
got up at the wrong time."
Oh well, those are piercings.
Yeah.
Stood over at the outside.
Yeah, I saw him standing there.
I liked your piercings. You know, the girl was trying to decide which ones were clip-ons, which were real. But I think the eyebrow one was definitely a real bar. I think that she had like her ears stretched, but I think it was just like normal piercings that looked like they were stretched. And she had the nipples, which were real, which was pretty
interesting. She did that.
Yeah. But the girl, though, was from the Nightmare on Elm Street remake as the Nancy, and she was in Social Network.
Right.
But that's about it, like mainstream-wise, I think she did.
That's right.
But I think she's going to get a lot of work from this.
So too.
I'm wondering, too, if David Fincher is going to continue this
He's
or
never
leave
really
us.
done a series of things like.
But I don't know. I don't know if he wants to, because I don't know what happens in the other ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know if the same character. I don't know. We need to see the other ones.
Right.
And who knows? This one could have shown stuff from the other ones.
Well,
who knows?
the other part of it is too that the guy that wrote it died suddenly, and his girlfriend, who actually they were like common law, and it's sort of a sad situation. She didn't retain the rights, so she says that he would not be happy with the way this movie was marketed. There's all kinds of stuff, so there's a lot of tension there, and the rights went to his family, which he was estranged from, and those people basically have the say about these movies. So
And they made all the money.
Well,
Yeah.
So I don't know if Fincher's going to want to be involved.
Maybe someone else. But now, out of stars, what would you give it? Out of 5 stars.
I'd give it at least 4. But like, I'm comparing it to other things this year that I really like Drive, The Guard. I really liked Hannah as well, which this reminded me of in some ways. I like that kind of mystery thing with a lot of like suspense.
What about the other best movie of the year, Bucky Larson?
That was hilarious.
That was
I'm gonna be the first to say.
Yeah, the
Jack
best
and
worst
Jill.
movie.
Jack and Jill,
the 2 best worst movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're admitting those movies are horrible, but they're the best
They're
worst
hilarious.
movies.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like with some music stuff. Like you can listen to something that's really fun and hyped up and everything, and it could be completely awful, but it's really fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's definitely 4.5 to 5. I think it's
give
a
it
really
4 stars. I don't give too many things 4 stars, but this held my attention. Had a few brutal scenes that some people might have trouble with, but I think you.
Oh, and there's a nice use of a.
No, you don't want to don't say anything about the song.
Okay.
You want to leave that as
dream pop kind of thing.
Yeah, you like to
Right.
give away spoilers, and then I have to hear about it.
Spoiler
Yeah, I know. But what about you, Gina? What do you think?
Well, it's not exactly my kind of film, but I'd give it 4 because I think it was really well done.
And what about you, Lulu? I didn't even see it.
I didn't get to pull.
I'm definitely interested to watch the originals now.
Yeah.
Definitely, so.
So I guess that's all for this, and you know, there's the Christmas stuff, and maybe we'll do a video of us going to the casino on Christmas, because
Maybe.
Our new family tradition.
our new family tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see you guys later,
Okay.
and hopefully we'll have more Family Star reviews soon.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.